The horrific shooting that occurred last week in Aurora, Colorado has shocked America. Our hearts and our prayers go out to the victims, their loved ones, their families, and all those whose lives have been forever marred by this tragedy. 12 have died, 58 more have been injured, many very seriously. We have certainly thanked the first responders and the medical personnel who did everything they could. Most of all, though, we mourn those we've lost. Sadly, no state in the Union is immune to the horror of lives cut short by violence. In my home state of Illinois, there have been too many lives lost, too many families shattered, too many children caught in the crossfire of places like my hometown of East St. Louis and the neighborhoods of Chicago. We were especially saddened to hear that a young man from Illinois was among those killed in Aurora. U.S. Navy Petty Officer 3rd Class John Larimer of Crystal Lake, Illinois, was a fourth-generation Navy man. He joined the Navy last year and trained at the Naval Station Great Lakes near Chicago. He was a cryptologic technician stationed at Buckley Air Force Base in Aurora, Colorado, where he was assigned to the U.S. Fleet Cyber Command. Last week, Petty Officer Larimer went to the movies with his girlfriend, Julia Wojcik, a nurse who grew up as well in Illinois. She was from Algonquin. When the shooting started, John Larimer shielded Julia's body with his own. Julia said that John, quote, held my head and protected my whole body with his, and he saved me, end of quote. John Larimer was a brave man who died a hero. John Larimer was 27 years old. His commanding officer, Jeffrey Jakubowski, said the following of John Larimer: he was an outstanding shipmate, a valued member of our Navy team. He will be missed by all who knew him. Over the weekend, John Larimer was remembered by friends and family for his intelligence, his good nature, his compassion, his dedication to his family, his community, and his country. Family members spoke of his incredible mind and quiet gentleness. His English teacher at Crystal Lake South High School remembered a good student who was incredibly bright and firm in his ideals. He said John was a good, strong human being, and I know he would have done incredible things for our country. To his high school principal, John Larimer was just a great kid to be around. Whether it was giving a big tip to a neighborhood kid who sold him a lemonade, or sending letters to a local newspaper calling for tolerance and respect for the views of others, John Larimer inspired those around him through the way he lived his life. And now he has inspired us by the way he died, literally sacrificing his life to save another person. His passing is a heartbreaking loss to the community of Crystal Lake, to Illinois, and to our country. I offer my condolences to John's parents, his brother, and his 3 sisters. All of us will keep John, his family, and his loved ones in our thoughts and prayers. In the days and weeks to come, we're going to learn more about what happened in Aurora, Colorado, and whether there's any point at which this disturbed gunman could have been identified or stopped. There are going to be a lot of discussions and debates about whether we need to change any of our laws or policies. We certainly owe it to the victims and their families to see that those debates are guided by an honest assessment of the facts, what it will take to keep us safe in America, safe from the gunman who walks into the classroom at Northern Illinois University in DeKalb, or the gunman who walks into a crowded theater at Aurora, Colorado. For today, we pause not to enter into a debate about these important issues, which we must face, but simply to remember and honor those who died, to offer our condolences to those that were left behind, and to pray for the recovery of all those who were wounded and those who have suffered. We wish them comfort in this difficult time.